Today I decided to come to Zoo Atlanta to showcase some of their best animals. It's 2020, so of course I have my mask walking around the zoo. So let's check some cool animals out. Up first, we have some Chilean flamingos. Everybody loves flamingos. Now, flamingos are a type of bird, so this group is called a flock. Now, fun fact about flamingos, they are actually born white, and then they slowly turn gray, and then, because of their diet, that's when they turn pink later on in their adult life. Now moving on to the African portion of the zoo, we're going to start off by looking at one of our white rhinos. Now you might notice they have two horns on their head, and that's just to protect their faces. Both the males and the females have those horns. Now rhinoceroses are herbivores, meaning they only eat plants. So you can see this rhino right now, he's just foraging for that food, the grass, eating the grass, any sort of vegetation that he can find. On this nice sunny day at the zoo. Looks like he's going to be making his way across to the other side of the exhibit. Such pretty and unique animals. It's fun to see him out walking like this. Now we're going to move on and check out some of the meerkats. Now meerkats love to dig. You can see this meerkat digging right now. They build burrows, or their whole home system is built underground. But they do come above to hang out in the sun. This guy right now is a scout, making sure that no predators get to all the rest of them, while the others just chill and play. And a bunch are probably underground right now, building their home system, digging with those claws that they have. Meerkats are insectivores, so pretty much all that they eat are insects. Pretty weird, huh? Up next, we have the African elephant. Boy, these boys are huge. Now they have huge ear flaps, and that actually helps keep them cool. They can wave them around, and that'll help cool them down. And they have that really long trunk there, and they're able to both smell out of it, but also they use that trunk to get whatever food that they're looking for. They'll suck it up into their trunk and then into their mouth, or they can use that trunk to drink. They'll store water in the trunk and then move it up into their mouth, and that's how they drink some water. Now moving on, here we have the African lion, known as the king of the jungle. Oh, you can hear him roaring. Oh yeah, so cool. Now these two males form a group called a pride, and you can tell that they're both males because they have those big manes around their necks. It looks like this one's gonna come up. Oh yeah, he's coming nice and close. I think he wants to check out this kid right in front of me. A nice little snack. Lions are carnivores, so they eat meat, such as gazelles or antelope or even zebras. But we're going to move on from Africa and check out some things in the jungle. Up first, here we have a poison dart frog. Now these frogs, they have very poisonous skin, so even if you were to touch it, you could have nausea or even paralysis. Now they have this bright coloration, and they come in different types of colors, But this bright coloration is a warning sign to anyone or any animal that they should stay away. Now, not only are they blue and other colors, but like this one, this is a golden dart frog. And you can see that they come in all different shapes and bright colors. Now moving on, we can have a look at this tortoise here. Now this species is called a radiated tortoise, and they are found on the island of Madagascar off the coast of Africa. Now tortoises can live very long lives. This guy looks like he's just meandering slowly about his habitat, searching for any sort of food or things he can eat. Getting up nice and close. Now moving on, another reptile here. We have a snake. Now the zoo has lots of snakes in their collection, but I chose to showcase this little guy because he was particularly active when I was in the reptile house. You can see him moving his tongue in and out of his mouth, and they use that in order to smell throughout their exhibit. Now snakes are usually solitary animals, so that means that they spend most of their time all by themselves, and they don't have eyelids either. So we're getting a nice good look at its eye, and you'll notice that they don't blink, and that's because they don't have any eyelids. A nice up-close headshot of this little guy. Now moving on to the last reptile that I'll show you guys in the reptile house. This little guy is a Jamaican iguana. Now if you were to stumble upon one of these iguanas out on the island of Jamaica, even though they look kind of mean and ferocious, they're actually pretty skittish animals. So if you were to run upon one, they would probably skedaddle right into the bushes trying to seek cover. And again, even though they look like small dinosaurs almost, as adults, these iguanas are herbivores, so that means they're gonna feed on vegetation as adults. But I thought this guy was pretty active and interesting looking, so I wanted to show you guys this iguana up close and get a good look at him. Look at the claws on that guy. Moving away from the reptiles, moving on outdoors, we will check out some of the gorillas. Now this guy that you see right now, he's a male. Gorillas are mammals, and one characteristic of being a mammal is that all mammals have hair, and gorillas definitely have a lot of hair. Gorillas are also herbivores, and you can see he has some sort of plant or lettuce in his mouth right now that he is currently eating. Another fun fact about gorillas is that compared to monkeys and apes, gorillas actually spend most of their time on the ground and not in trees. So you can see this guy, he's just walking on the ground, seeing what leaves or vegetation he can find to eat. We'll get a nice up close look at this guy. Now gorillas are actually pretty shy animals, and they're not really aggressive unless they feel threatened, and then in that case the males will stand up and beat their chests, kind of like classic King Kong picture. Now moving on, I've actually never seen one of these before. I had no idea what they were before I read the sign, but they're actually called tanuki, and they come all the way from Asia. They kind of resemble a raccoon or a small dog almost, but these guys are omnivores, and that means they will pretty much eat anything. I just thought they were pretty cute and unique, so I wanted to show you guys. Looks like one of his keepers just put in some food, and he's gonna go check it out. Look at that cute little tongue. Moving on to a bigger and more aggressive animal. Here we have a tiger. This particular species is a Sumatran tiger. Now, tigers happen to be the largest of all cat species, even growing bigger than lions. Now, most tigers, when they reach adulthood, are solitary animals, so that means they spend most of their adult lives completely alone, which is also the same as panda bears. Most of their adult lives they spend completely alone. This guy is adorably cute, chewing on some bamboo. Now, bamboo isn't necessarily very nutritious, so they have to eat a lot of bamboo to get all the nutrition that they need. So, panda bears have molars designed for chewing that bamboo so that they're able to swallow it. But they have to spend almost 12 hours a day just in eating. That's a lot of time spent merely eating food. Now, pandas are native to the country of China, seeing as China has a lot of bamboo forest for them to eat. Now, they have an extra layer in their stomach because they're eating all that wood. That extra layer helps them from getting any splinters inside their stomach. A fun fact about pandas is that they're actually excellent swimmers, something you might not typically expect from a panda bear. Look at this cute little guy chomping away at that bamboo. So that was a great trip to the zoo. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of the animals that Zoo Atlanta has to offer, and see you next time.